Just happy that he did.
I'm pissed at him. I'm not going to talk to him ever again. No, I'd love to have him here, but I'm just happy for him. I mean, he's a great kid, and so, listen, took advantage of a great situation, and I'm glad he did. He was terrific here.
Would you like to observe your son playing for a team called the Pelicans?
Yeah, I guess. I just like that he's playing on the team. So, Pelicans, Brass, come up with another name, I'm all for it.
Doc,
should be the Jazz.
What's Leandro's status? Is he going?
I don't know. He's going to dress. I can tell you I'm going to try not to use him if possible. He's not feeling great at all and didn't look great today. He's been doing the fluid thing and all that stuff, but he's going to be in uniform.
Doc, what makes Kevin Love such a great rebounder?
So I've been asked that 15 times a day, and I don't know the answer. I played with, I think, the greatest rebounder, of one of the greatest rebounders of all time, and Dennis Rodman, and it was a joy watching him work. They study the game. They have great instincts. They have great body position. He does it completely different in a lot of ways than Dennis did it. Dennis, especially late in his career, was still a great rebounder and didn't jump as much. And so you just watched how they got their body in the right position all the time. I watched Kevin this summer, and I actually said it during the Olympic coverage. He reminded me a lot of that because they make breaks before the ball hits the rim. It's like they know where the ball's going. So it's instinct. It's probably a lot of film watching as well.
You can't teach anything like that, or?
Well, you can help with it, with positioning, but the great rebounders were great rebounders in college. They were great rebounders in high school, and they just have a great nose for the ball.
Doc, Avery said that he's maybe a week or two away from returning to practice.
Is that right?
Wow, that's what he said.
That's great to hear.
Your thoughts? I mean, has he made progress?
I'm very happy to hear the news. I appreciate you telling me. Honestly, I didn't know that because I don't check. Eddie, will tell us when it's time. I don't focus on that stuff, with guys been out. I got to focus on the guys wearing the uniforms. And, with Avery, I just talk to him every day and see how he's doing. I can tell you I've been asked, I kid him about it, but I never really asked.
Doc, what did you see from Courtney, the 2 games Rondo was out, and how does he continue that, I guess?
Well, I thought he had. I think he's been doing it before, and I'm making the point the other day. Courtney's been playing well the last 6 games, so you notice it more because he was on the floor more maybe. But he's in a good place. He really is. I thought it took him a while. But he's got it. You can see it. That doesn't guarantee great play every night, but his effort, his positioning defensively, offensively, he's running the floor. He's doing a lot of things for us right now, and that's been good. We need it, and it's going to serve us well.
Doc, how much harder is it to break out of a slump when you're coming off the bench and not starting?
Oh, it's hard. I think it's very hard. I didn't really, as a player, I never had that. I started most of the time, and then, I was too dumb to know I was in a slump half the time anyway. I just kept playing. So, but I think it's really difficult if you're an offensive player. When you're coming off the bench, your minutes are limited, and you're also judged not by your performance, but you're judged by the group's performance. And so if your group is struggling, and then you're struggling, and you have that one game where you feel like you're going to get it going, but your group is struggling, you come out. It's just hard. It really is. It's guys who come off the bench and make a living doing that, they're special people. I mean, they have to have unbelievable mental toughness.
Hey, Doc, you've had Garnett obviously for 5 years now. You see what he does in the court. But what does a guy like that in the big picture do for a franchise?
Well, I can tell you what he did for ours, and he did it for Minnesota as well. It's his play obviously is what everyone focuses on, but I think what people miss, I guarantee you the people who were in Minnesota, they miss what he does in the locker room. They miss what he does on the floor in practice every day, his work ethic, his team. He has his ability to just give himself to a team. It's rare that you see a superstar do that, and he does it. I mean, he gives himself completely to his team and just tells them to use him whatever way, whatever you want. It's nice to have. That's what I think he brings to a franchise is a star who's over himself. and that's really good.
You talk about how rare that is. I mean, there are a lot. There are superstars, there are stars.